Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, Helene. Hello, Laszlo. Hello, Nan. Up. God, what a... It's the implications of that child's chat I'm worried about. And happy 2 years of streaming, everyone. Make a wish. I'm waiting. Slightly worried waiting. Listen, I do what I can with my... I have a bunch of these. I gotta use them. Make a wish. Everyone make a wish and tell me. Has everyone made their wishes? We all good? Okay. We cleanse. If in case you're wondering, it's still smoke. They smoke. I forget for how long they smoke every time. You can't. Yeah, here you go. It's still smoking. Here you go. I promise it's just normal. Like, here we go. It's just that like it's the first burn, so like the end of the thing was really long, and I was fine. Hope everyone had a nice Sunday. Hope everyone had a nice day. No, don't say last month. No. It's not fake smoke. It's very wispy. It's fine. And of course, don't say your wishes because they will not come true if you say them. I had a lovely Sunday of mostly watching F1 with the friends. That was great. My driver won, which is great by me. And I think great for celebrating the stream anniversary. I hope everyone liked the best of. Listen, you can't win every race. It's just like you can't be mad at a guy who won his first race in 2 years, like. And just had like 2 years of hell to go through to get for that race. Good. If I may add on to the pile of cool things happening this Sunday event. Yeah, of course, go for it. I'm mad at the world. Understandable then. Understandable. Oh, what the fuck? You don't need to add me. I have notifications. Oh my god, it's so cool. What the hell? Wait, okay, wait. Save. I got hoard out. Wait. Up. Let me show you. I have been sent something. Where can I show that? I need a new one. Where is it? This image. Okay. Let me show you. Up. Where is it? I never know why I put anything. Did I not put it in? What do I do with my life? I am sure I put it there. It's not there. Wait. I named it. I should be able to find it. No. Okay, great. Well, let me save it again. I'm struggling at life right now. Up. Save. Yes. Up. Is it because it's a PNG? Didn't want to. Here. Yeah, I put it there. Oh, maybe it's because it's a PNG. Why wouldn't it want to bring PNGs though? That one is fine. Weird. Wait, let me try to do it another way. Up. It's gone, like Max's race. No! Upla. Yeah, I can open it like this. Okay. Where is my thing? Well, I can just do it like this, maybe. This. Yes, here we go. Look at that! Look at what I've been sent! And that's so cool. Oh, maybe it's because this... Wait. I will not take out the filters, but there is a green filter, that's why you see through. Because that's... I use the thing for my... when I use my PNG. But there is green where there should be... where it's translucent. But it's supposed to be green. Yeah, because that's what I use for when I use my PNG. Wait, actually, instead of like butchering it like this, let me just go here. Up. And do it like that. Up. Oh yeah, but then I need to move it. Well, it's fine. Up. I'll redo my capture later, it's fine. Up. It's me as like the free... as like the classes that I would be in FF14. Here we go. Like I've done everyone. Up. Of course, like it has to be like hidden behind this. Thank you, Helene. Thank you, Laszlo. This is very, very sweet. Hashtag artiste. And we got Goldsmith. Yeah, Goldsmith, Machinist, and Astrologian. So cool. And of course, as an Ellison from Ishgard. But yeah, it's so pretty. The render and the colors and stuff are always so nice. Like that kind of stuff with... Yeah, you can see my... Yeah, you can see my thing. Like that kind of stuff with like the blue and stuff. Ah, it's so good. So good. I was about to say as well, I keep doing fucking F1 art when I need to do other shit. This isn't like... And I'm going to have more FF14 stuff to do as well. So like, I am fleeing my responsibilities, but that's fine, I'll get back to them at some point. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you again. So nice. Okay, I need to recrop my thing now. Yeah, Laszlo always draws so fucking fast. Up, let's do this. Lightning McQueen, always. I mean, that's Laszlo, so. Where is it? Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Race space, always all side. Here we go. Oh yeah, and I hope everyone liked the best of the year. Had fun making it. I really need to find a way to get After Effects because I can't edit on fuck-ass Lightworks anymore. It's bad. Aww. It's 8 minutes, you'll watch it when you'll watch it, you know? It's fine. I hope it'll be good. I hope you'll like it. I put all of the games in the... oh, thank you. I put all of the games in the order in which we played them through the year. There are 2 that I'm missing because I already put them in last year's, which I think Euro Truck and Project Sekai are the 2 missing. So in total, if we count those 2, we've played 31 games this year on the channel, which is insane. Slightly insane. Some short, some longer. But yeah, and so we're going to do the tier list like we did last year because that was fun. And out of those 31, there's 29 here. So, I think I'll keep God Game for like top 1, for like the S tier. I'm slightly tempted to do like all times worse tier, which is AI slop, but I think there's only one game that would like fit in that, so not putting that in. I wish physical media still existed, so I could break the CD in 1,000 pieces. Yeah, there was an AI slop game, sadly. But I got it for free, so... bad news is Nan paid for it. But you know, happens. I need to make it like this so you can see the categories. Here we go. I feel like that's chill and nice for like the last, the last category. Chill in a /neg way. Chill in a /pause way. And I can make like add row below. That would be no, this one is colors, that's fine. And then I need to change the colors of those two up. Ah, no. Here we go. Here we go. And the middle one will just be chill. A can be... Ah. What a good time I had playing this game. Am I glad I have a Twitch channel? Here we go. Hi Silverdust. What's chill /Negway? Kind of like boring. Yeah, it's like it was okay, but there's like things that I got annoyed at. It wasn't like painfully bad, but it wasn't just neutral. Like I did not mostly enjoy this. I always like putting the first letter being also the first letter of the category, but I ended up doing it with only 2 because I didn't have anything anything for S or B. And the chill joke made me laugh, so that's fine. So yeah, that would be the thing. Like chill would just be neutral. Chill in Negway would be... It wasn't the worst offensive video game I've ever seen, but I wasn't the most enthused while playing, and chill in the pause way is like, was okay. Honestly, chill in a positive way is probably a bit too much. I might take it out. It works well to have 3. I'll see. I'll see. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, the offenders this year. We have Date Everything, Garlic Phone, The Looker, Mystery Exile, Orwell, Ignorance and Strength, Quern, Undying Thoughts, Celeste, Escape Simulator, Dispatch, Firmament, Amnesia Memories, Ghost Trick, The Room 2, The Room 3. Final Fantasy 14, I put an image of Downtrail because that's the image I found, but we're not playing Downtrail, but that works. Lovebite.exe, The Room Old Sins, Portal 2, Escape Academy, The Search, Discolored, the original Mist, but specifically the Rime Age, because we did that one this year. Portal Reloaded, Unheard, Chance of Senar, Gravitas, and Cyberpunk. Good to note that Amnesia Memories we haven't finished. Cyberpunk we've just started as well, so Cyberpunk I will probably, if we do this next year as well, add 2, because I will play more of Cyberpunk in the next year than in this year, if that makes sense. And technically I haven't finished Escape Simulator or Escape Academy. I will get back to Escape Simulator and Escape Academy. We'll see with Juno to play more together. But it's like, yeah. That works. Okay, so that's all of the games from this year. Which is a good platter, honestly. It's always a bit weird because, like, if I see it in my folder, it feels like I've played so many games because they're all like packed up. But like this, with just like 3 lines, it feels like I haven't played that many games. Weirdly enough. But you know. Okay. So first we have Date Everything. I did have a very good time playing Date Everything. But first of all, one of the reasons that it was a really, really good time was because I played with Helene. And that is always going to make things a lot funnier. We legitimately just play bad otome games together because that's a point of fun. That's something that we find fun. And the company of the other one makes it better. The thing with Date Everything is like it had potential to be like a lot better than it was if you didn't need to go through every single dateable. Because I understand that the whole point is you have 100 people to date and 100 like characters to go through. But the issue is when you want to get through all of them, that once you've gotten through the ones that you're interested in, you don't necessarily want glad to be on the same wavelength. You don't necessarily want to go through all of them. And especially as someone who was streaming it, that was very annoying. And me and Helene ended up doing hours upon hours sessions off stream with like a solution book on the side just to get through the characters we didn't care about. To just get through it so that we could finally like get through something else, because at some point it's too long. Like I think it's good to have the option to do everyone. Yeah, very sad that there's only 3-4 dialogue max per character. Yeah, exactly. Like I understand that it's that like we worked really hard on all of these characters, but you shouldn't force your player to have to go through all of them when, let's say, they're interested in like 5 characters. And also, another issue I have with the game, once again, I really like the game, but I have to like look good and the bad, right? I really like the game, but another issue I had with it was the fact that some characters are not written the best, and that is because there's so many of them. And I understand, once again, that's the selling point. There's 50, I think, datables. There's so many people you can go through. But I don't think it's worth it to make a game that's selling point is we have so many interesting stories if you're not going to actually go in depth with everyone. And you could really tell which characters they were like, oh, that's going to be a very popular character, versus which characters they were like, well, less people are going to be interested, so we're not going to work on them as much. And also I have seen afterwards a few like criticisms over the way the main character was written and how mean they were, and how they were very much written as a white woman, pretty much, which is going to be the majority audience of this game, but still, with the way that they interact with some of the datables, which is like very fair, and the developers have talked on it and are like, we're so sorry, and have changed things. So that's very positive on their part. Is like they have admitted when they were wrong on stuff and when they've hurt people and changed it through the game. That's very positive. I get that 100 characters is the main gimmick, but 50 characters would be more detailed characters would have been better. 100%. 100% agree. Exactly my point. So, not God game, obviously. But now I'm like, was it annoying enough? Because also the thing is, I think most people that will buy this game will never finish it because they will realize they need to go through everyone and then never finish that game, which I think is a shame. As a streamer, I had to go through everyone, and thankfully I had Helene that could just like, that helped me a lot and did like long ass sessions to get through characters. So I didn't have to go through everyone, but I know that like if I had to, that would have pissed me off so much. To be fair, it was fun once I was into it and I did my like 4 or 5 hour session getting through people, but like it's a lot. Literally me, but I want to finish it in the near future. I hope you can. I hope you can. I do have a lot of characters I really love though. You can't see it because it's over there, but on my wall over there, they are. I asked a friend of mine to print little Polaroids of all of my favorite characters, and there are. There's 15 of them. And granted, there's more than those 15 that I really liked, But out of 100, there were 15 that I was like, those are really good. And out of them, there are quite a few that I was annoyed with the storyline. Also, you shouldn't realize some characters early because they are needed for the storylines. No, exactly, yeah. 100%. The way we played it is like we did every storyline that we wanted, and then we did all of the realizations. So it was a bit like easier on that part because then we didn't have any character realized before everyone was ready to be realized. But yeah, it's also that kind of thing where it's like, it's a shame because there's a lot of characters that can come in other storylines and stuff. And it kind of sucks with that one. And even through all of that works as a character, we couldn't realize because we had one too many characters that hated us and we couldn't get back. So even with that, it's kind of hard to actually get everyone in the game. But yeah, so I would be in between, what a good time I had playing this game. Am I glad I have a Twitch channel? And chill in a / positive way. And I think I might have to go with chill in a positive way now that I rethink about it. Just because of all the hard work you have to go through and all of the hours of gameplays that you don't really care about for the gameplays that you actually care about. Like the amount comparatively. And also the fact that I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have enjoyed the game as much if I wasn't with someone else. But that's also a thing I feel like with dating sims in general, sadly. Is like, in my opinion, it's always more fun to play with other people, so I can't really blame the game on that. Yeah, I'll put it here. And if later down the line I want to move it, I'll move it. It's fine. It's not strict rules, it's fine. But yeah, overall, I did really, really enjoy the game. If they do more dating sims, if that company ends up doing more dating sims, I would gladly get them and play them. Because I think there's so much room for improvement, and I'm sure they learned a lot from Date Everything. Genuinely. Then, Gothic Phone. Okay, Gothic Phone is kind of hard to place because part of the fun is depending who you play with. But I'm going to have, I think, to put it really high because it's a drawing game and I'm an illustrator and literally all I want to do all day is draw. So I'm unbiased. Because I feel like as a game itself, it's not really that many disadvantages, and all of the like bad parts of it would be more depending of if you play with people that don't have the same humor as you or that kind of thing. It's kind of the same with the Jackbox games. I feel like it really depends who you play with and if there's annoying people and that kind of thing. So I think I'll put it here. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, The Looker. God, we should play again now in the current phase. Yeah, I was thinking about that because that's what I did last year on stream. Is I did the tier list and then I did Gothic Phone. Or do you mean off stream? Do you mean just as a friend group? Because that's yes, 100% yes. The only annoying thing with Gothic Phone is that I want to play on my iPad, and it makes my iPad like my iPad doesn't like it. A fun, just in general. Yeah, 100%. So it's annoying sometimes because you want to draw something and then the iPad goes. You're like, leave me, let me draw. Yeah, so there were huge iPad issues. You, me, and Juno all had iPad issues one after the other. Not one person was saved. That's the thing, that you get yeeted out of the game sometimes. Okay. The Looker, to be very genuinely honest, I remember The Looker because I know it's like the Witness, but like the mocking game, but I don't remember what the puzzles were like. So I'm going to very quickly go to YouTube to check that. Yeah. Up. There we go. Shush. What were the puzzles like in there? Oh yeah, it was those. Yeah, I liked those a lot. Yeah, that was fun. I like that. Okay. No worries. Have fun lurking. I did really like the puzzles in there. Of course, it's like a very short kind of mocking game of The Witness, which has its advantage because The Witness is very silly, but like this one was so fucking long to do, I remember. My shaved head. I remember having lots of fun with it. Oh, there were a few that were a bit annoying. Means that yes, Victor chat. There were a few that were a little annoying to do, but that was mostly because of my computer and less because of the actual game. So I think I'll put the looker on what a good time, because I did really enjoy most of the puzzles. Okay. Mystery Exile. Now, have to also go back for the simple reason that I get the mists mixed up. So I never remember like which is which, not gonna lie. Up. So which one was this one? Oh, it was the one with the whole like circle thing, wasn't it? Yeah. What the fuck was happening here? I have no memories of this. This is great. Yeah, there was this. Oh yeah, there was this. This thing I remember. But I don't remember the other two parts. Oof. Also, even though we tried Outer Worlds for a little bit, I didn't put Outer Worlds in the tier list because obviously, you know, I couldn't continue to play, so it's unfair to the game to judge it like that. God, I have very little memories of anything in Mystery. Why did I wipe that from my memory? Oh yeah, this was annoying. I remember this pissed me off. I get pissed off a lot by puzzle games, and yet... Oh yeah, this thing was so annoying as well. Yes. Also, my hair grew so well. Just saying, like... Yes. My hair grew so nice. That was 10 months ago. 10-month hair growth. It's not exactly 10-month hair growth because I do cut my hair. Like especially the back, obviously, but like the front I recut not that long ago. It would be longer if I hadn't. And even when it was shorter like this, I'm sure I recut it a few times. But that was around the time where I stopped shaving to start to like make it regrow, so... It's always hard to like actually track that kind of thing for me because when I shave my head, I usually have a few months where I keep my head shaved. So then I'm like, oh, when did I like actually stop? Anyway, Mystery Exile. As much as I love the Myst games, and I think it's an amazing series of puzzle games, I think it probably was one of my least favorite Myst ones because quite a few of the puzzle pissed me off. When do they not? When do they not? And it clearly didn't impact me that much. Because I keep, like, I remember this vaguely as well. This one is a bit complex, yeah. And I don't remember, like, what the story was exactly as well. But I think it was one of the least memorable ones and also one of the ones that, like, I enjoyed less. So I would put it in chill in a negative way, just for that. Okay, Orwell, Ignorance and Strength. The thing with both the Orwell games, as much as I enjoyed playing both of them because I think the system of them is very fun. Is it your favorite one, Nan? I know that we have like opposite ideas on the Mysts games, I think. Like my favorites aren't your favorites and opposite way, I think. It's my second time. You played them young, that's why. God. I need to re-see. My favorite one, I think, weirdly enough, because I know when I played it, I suffered, Yes, it didn't actually. Honestly, I suffered. I don't know why it's that one that's my favorite, but my favorite one is the one where the two, where the brothers are like put into exile, and you have to go get them. And one is in the Ice Age, and the other one is in the Jungle Age. I think that's Myst 4, I want to say. I think that one's my favorite. Yeah. And the first one. The first one is all-time favorite, and then underneath Myst 4, I think. Probably if I did a tier list, it would be Myst, the original Myst, Myst 4, Myst 5, and then Riven and Myst 3 are together. And it sucks because Riven is literally everyone's favorite Myst. It's the one I like the least, I think. No, I did like a Riven. It's just that, like, I think I liked Myst 5 a little bit more. No, actually, maybe, actually, I'm rethinking of parts of Riven that I did like. It's because I don't like the visuals of it. It's just not my thing. So I think I'm too harsh for that. No. Let me redo that. Okay. Original Myst, Myst 4, Riven, Myst 5, and then Myst 3. That's better. I remembered fucking Herschel from Myst 5. And I was like, fuck no. I think that's a more real one. So Riven is higher, yes. That would be my tier list of the Mysts, I think. You can judge me all you want. That's fine. But yes, the issue with Allwell, both of Allwell games, is they have a lot of potentials with the gameplay and the way it works. So if you haven't seen me play them, basically it's a game in which you are an agent that's basically big brothering the society. There's a crime that happened. In one of the two, it's terrorist attack, and I don't remember what the other one is. And so you have to find out who did it and who's at the root of it. And so to do that, you have access to people's phones, messages, emails, computers. Sorry. And you have to find stuff about those people while going through different routes and stuff. Apparently the game has quite a bit of depth and like you can, and a lot of replayability with different routes. And I say that not because I've seen other people play it, but because I see the amount of achievements those games have. So clearly there's a lot of like things you can do that I haven't done. But the issue with both of those games, even though the gameplay is really well made, I think, and it's very fun as like how it works, the main issue I have with both of those games is the writing. The political writing for those games is not well made. They are not good at that. The topics are too complex for them to write about, in my opinion. And they kind of don't do a good work of doing that. And I genuinely think that like it really is a shame, because there's a lot of potential. So I would put it in chill, like the middle one, probably. No, here, probably more here, because some of the messaging is really bad, actually. And like, I had a lot of hope with this one, because I was like, it's the second one, like, they know what they're doing more. Yeah, unsure about that. Quern, Undying Thoughts. Let me re-put images of the game. I remember it, but kind of want to just show up. Can you tell I went to my VODs to check for stuff? I really liked Quern. I think it's one of my favorite like puzzle games that I did this year. Genuinely, like I really enjoyed myself playing Quern. Some of the puzzles were really hard and kind of unfair, but that's also kind of the thing with puzzle games in general. I feel like they're always going to be kind of unfair in a way. I was having struggles, I think, going for that. When was that? Ah, yeah, it was before I had my new computer. That's why I was struggling. Oh, yeah. Okay. But I really enjoyed it, and time heals all injuries, so I don't remember, like, how much I was pained working this fucking game. There is a new game, by the way. Looks very different, though. Haven't played it yet. Ooh, what's it called? But I really did like Quern a lot. The story was fun overall, I think. Dim Heaven. I think you've told me about that. Wait. Let me check. Do I have it in my wish list? I think you told me about that. Up. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, you start from the creators of Quern. I'll put it to the wish list. Here we go. But yes. So I remember the story being a bit like blasé about it because it's very. I mean, it's a Myst-like. It's what it's called. It's a Myst-like. Definitely, because it's very similar. It's kind of similar themes and stuff. They go into magic a little bit, and that's the whole I'm an old man who made a mistake and you need to fix my mistake. I did really like the ending of Quern as well. The ending was really fun, I think. So I will put it at the front of what a good time I had playing this game. I'm glad I have a Twitch channel, because I don't know if I'd put it at God Game. I'm going to be very harsh with God Game. I'll see, maybe I'll move it later. But so far, I'll put it here. I think that's fair. Celeste. I'm going to get haters. Okay. Celeste is a platformer game. Platformer games are not usually the kind of games that I would go to. That's not... That's not to say I didn't enjoy Celeste. That is to say that I did put the clip of me after I finally finished the hotel in the best of, and that clip is not edited lengthwise. That is the actual time that it took the game to count for all of my death in that section. It is to say that I have not felt the need to reopen the game since I finished my initial playthrough. And that is also one of the games that has rage baited me the most. I do very much appreciate that it made me grow in my patience. I do appreciate that it made me more resourceful and that more patient, as I am someone who tends to be a bit impatient. I mean, there were evenings where I knew I had a Celeste stream and I did not want to go do it, and that happened more than once. I suffered a lot. So the game is amazing. The game is great. I understand why it has such a high fan base. Of course, trans rights. I understand why it's so important to so many people, and why it opened new doors to so many people for speedrun and stuff. Personally, I think I was fine without those doors. So I will put it here. Please do not. I'm sorry. It's still a really good game. It's just not a game for me. It's just not a game for me personally, because I am not very fond of platformers. And this is probably the best platformer out there, genuinely. I mean, except if you count Portal as a platformer. Depends if you count Portal more as a puzzle game or a platformer. But, you know. Okay, Escape Simulator. Escape Simulator is fun. its main issue, apart from the fact that some of the puzzles are a bit easy, I think, but also that's on me for getting beaten to a pulp with the missed games beforehand, so it's not Enquern, so it's not Escape Simulator's fault. But it does also make me motion sick. And 2 days in a row, like, not 2 days in a row, but like one day, multiple times, I've had to, after a stream, go lay down and like sleep because I was so sick. And Escape Simulator, I think, is the only game on this list that made me have to stop stream early because I was getting too sick. So he'll stay here. It's fine. Okay, now we get to my hate letter to Dispatch. Dispatch was a game with a lot of potential. Dispatch was a game that loves copyright claims, I think. Because Dispatch stole character designs. The one that were stolen were not even made more interesting, which I think is at least do it well, you know? Dispatch is also a game that I think has a lot of issue with its writing. I don't think the writing in Dispatch is good. And I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry, it's my opinion. But, you know, it's just not good. And the big issue is that Dispatch is a game where the writing is everything. Because that's a story-led game. The whole point of Dispatch is basically a gameplay-heavy visual novel. So when you're writing and your visual novel is shit, your visual novel is going to be shit. And I am very worried about saying that because as someone who is trying to write a visual novel, that is very worrying to me to say that, but you know. I got really annoyed at Dispatch for a lot of reasons. Very much. Because the bad writing truly is wasting so much hard work around the game. The lazy character design, the lazy character art, same thing. And it pisses me off because it got so many appraises that other games that deserve it more could have gotten instead. So that really pisses me off. That being said, it probably doesn't deserve it, but I will put it in the last row. I'm so sorry. It should, realistically, it should be in chill in a negative way. But the fact that it got so popular, and the fact that it also... the stealing of it all really pisses me off, is the thing, I think. If it was just bad character designs and the story was a little shit and it didn't get... they turned vice straight! And they didn't get character designs from other IPs, like copy and pasted, it would just be chill, like negative in a chill way. Like, that's too bad, that's fine. Those are not excusable, I think. They turned Vi straight, but more than that, they turned Vi into a sexual assaulter. Which, when you think of the underlying implication of having a proud lesbian character being turned straight into someone that in the first 5 minutes of the game sexually assaults the main male character. Yeah. Anyways. Firmament is a piece of shit game. And I am very sorry that Nan, one, bought it for me, and two, spent money fundraising it. I'm so sorry for you. Firmament is the AI slob game I was talking about earlier. And what pisses me off even more is when called out, the creators of the game, which are also creators of Myst, are the people that made Myst games, which were some of the games that literally introduced so many people to puzzle games and are the forefathers of a huge part of puzzle, like modern puzzle games that we have today. Those people decided to use fucking AI to make art and to do the writing for them. And you can tell because the story is bad, the pacing is shit, the art isn't as pretty as it used to be before, And their excuse was, we didn't use that much of it, and everything was human edited. And then when you look into the game, at those writing parts, when you excuse the fact that the pacing is terrible, you see like 5 different pieces of media written. There's a telegraph from like intern administrative stuff, a log from someone else in a journal, a public journal like newspaper, all have the same exact words, all are phrased the exact same way. It's literally paragraphs that are lifted from one to the other. So I don't believe Cyan for that. I'm so sorry. That game was terrible. The writing doesn't make any sense. The pacing is horrible. You spend most of the game kind of just wondering what's happening, and at the end they just throw at you a bunch of like voiceover and text on text on text, because they realize they haven't actually told you the stories that they wanted to tell you. The story itself being bad, and making no sense, and sounding like a 14-year-old's fanfic of, oh, what should I do if I wanted to make like something scientific? Fuck you, Firmament. I am very angry against Firmament. Can you tell? Can you tell I didn't like the game? Fun fact, I wanted to put my rant at the end of Firmament in the best of, but I couldn't because it was so long that it would have not worked in the best of that well. Because I read it for like so long in so many different parts that like the breakdown would have made no sense. Anyway, now we get to Amnesia Memories. The issue with Amnesia Memories is that I have to choose, do I place it in the tier list where it is as like quality of game, or do I place it in the tier list how it is as like an entertainment vessel? Because it's not good. The writing's not good. The otome itself is fine. It's like basic stuff. The art is quite pretty, even though it has its issues. It's quite pretty. I do like the art style. Even though it has a lot of issues with some of the stuff. Entertainment vessel, right? It's 5 stars of exactly. Because as part of an entertainment vessel, I want this to become like a thing that I make people play from time to time. And just like my one game of Amnesia will last years and years and years because I keep making people play it. Because I think it's like the perfect vessel to have fun on. Granted, it's sometimes a bit tough because sometimes it's a bit oof, but as an entertainment vessel, I would put it here. Not in God Game. Let's chill. The podcast part would have been on any game with Antoine. But as a game itself, it should be here. As an entertainment vessel, it should be here, I think. So that's the issue. So I think to like kind of middle ground it, I will put it here. I think that's fine. Now, Ghost Trick. The issue with Ghost Trick is that ça coupe la part en deux. C'est ce qu'on voulait. The issue with Ghost Trick is that's one of my favorite games of all time. So I am very unbiased. Made by one of my favorite Shu Takumi, one of my favorite video game directors of all time. I believe Ghost Trick is a video game masterpiece. I think the puzzles are so smartly made. I think they're so fun. I think it really makes you think in fun ways. I think the story is extremely fun, but also very good. And both times when I watched someone play it and when I played it myself, I did want to cry at the ending because of how emotionally charged it is for me. I know a lot of people find the ending funny. I don't. I find the ending very, like, hopeful and beautiful and a good message about humanity. And I would kill for Missile and Sissel. I love them with my entire heart. They are so important to me. So it's the first game that goes into God Game. Here we go. They're very important to me. I love them a lot. And there's a reason why this game has a cult following, that like if you love Ghost Trick, you love Ghost Trick kind of thing. And also what is the reason it was so important for me to play it on stream. Okay, The Room. I'm going to have to watch the VODs to remember which is which, because I did also play them back to back. So, except for The Room's Olsen. The first one, I think I remember which one that is. The first one was really good, but it was a bit too easy, I think, and a bit short. So, I think I'd put it here, at the top of chill in the positive way. But then I'm like, no, maybe at the end of here. Like, because the Looker and The Room are actually quite, I think, comparable in ways. Now, The Room 2. Which one was The Room 2? I mean, from the image I can tell which one is The Room 3, but I don't remember what was in The Room 2. From one room to another. The Room 2. Oh yeah, because I did it in, like, 2 things. Okay, was that the second one? That was definitely the second one. Okay. Oh yeah, it was that one. I thought it was good. I think the second one was probably my favorite one with Old Sins. I did really like Old Sins as well. The third one I had issues with. Second one I did really enjoy, I think. So I would put it just on the corn probably. Like here, I feel like that works. The Room 3. I had so many issues with The Room 3. I feel like it kind of ruined the story of the first 2 games. The puzzles, they were good, but also there were some stuff that were kind of pissing me off because of the way they made it. Because like, the room puzzles are quite easy, and then they decided to do this weird thing where some stuff were actually really hidden and hard to kind of guess with the way the entire game logic was. So that kind of ruined the thing. And I also was not having fun playing The Room 3. I started having fun when I was doing the like escape plan, which is not the base of the game. So I would put it maybe in chill, I think, like just underneath us. Maybe here. I think they'd be like in the same kind of category, those two. I think like that works. Okay. Next we have Final Fantasy XIV. The thing with Final Fantasy... I say that a lot, don't I? The thing with Final Fantasy XIV is that it has taken me by storm in December, after I got the beautiful PC. I've been obsessed with it ever since. And as of today, I have played 761 hours, 0.6. And I've played pretty much every day since December. Like, the only days I haven't played are days where I was not at home. And, like, maybe 1 or 2 days where I was, like, dead. And so I wasn't able to play because I was too tired after stream or something. And so I just went to sleep. Apart from that, I have played every day. Multiple hours a day. Usually. And I got so obsessed that I was like, I need to play it on stream. I love Final Fantasy XIV a lot. Not to say that Final Fantasy XIV is flawless, because it definitely isn't. Stormblood. I have so much beef with Heaven's Ward as well, but Stormblood mostly. And also you can see as I rant about many different of the job quests that I do on stream. So many of them I have issues with, and I do talk about them. That being said, I have, in my entire life, never played a game that long. my record, yeah, before was Tears of the Kingdom, which I played for like 200 or 300 hours, something like that. So especially off stream, yeah, it has redesigned the chemicals in my brain, and now I keep asking people to play this game with me. Yeah, I think when it's so good that you develop an addiction to it, you kind of have to put it here. And not the only, but like one of the reasons I put it over Ghost Trick, even though in my opinion Ghost Trick is better like overall, is because Downtrail Final Fantasy XIV has so much content, so much more content. Ghost Trick, once you're done with the game like one time, you do the achievements and you're done. Like you don't have anything else, right? Final Fantasy XIV, if I was playing 8 hours a day every day, I don't know how long it would take until I like finish the game. Probably months still, like probably years. Like this game has so much content, so it's like the replayability of it is like insane, obviously, because you never finish, you don't even replay it. So yeah. Then we have lovebite.exe, which is obviously we haven't played the whole game yet. I'm excited for it to come out because then we can play it on stream. We've only played the demo for it. I don't remember if we played it for Valentine's Day, I think. Probably, right? We did a Smash or Pass and then we did this, I think. And weirdly enough, I really liked it. I had a really fun time playing lovebite.exe. Genuinely, to the point where I'm excited for when the actual game comes out to play it on stream. Were there stuff that were a bit cringe? Yes, but the whole point is that you're going to go after a VTuber. It's always going to be cringe. You're in Discord servers, of course it's cringe. I think the game is really well made, like the whole Discord setup of it all. I think that's very fun. I think the art is very pretty. I've seen some of the other love interests on their Twitter and they look really cute. I'm slightly worried about some of the stuff with what I've seen on the Twitter, but you know. So genuinely, I would probably put it like for the demo here, I think. I cannot even want to put it over the room too, but it's only a demo, so I have to fucking chill. But I did really like the game. It was really fun. I had a great time. Now, The Room Old Sins. The Room Old Sins is probably my favorite of the Room games. I think it was really smartly made. I really liked the whole house thing where like going all around and stuff. I thought that was really nice. The story told worked really well. Was a great like bubble. I'm happy that they stopped continuing on the Room story. That they were like, okay, the Room 3 was the last one. And they decided to do something that has nothing with it. I mean, it's still within the world of the Room. It's not like a follow-up. Oh yeah, I'll finish describing for the Room and I'll tell you, don't worry. So yeah, I did really enjoy The Room Old Sins. I hope if they continue to do the Room games, they make more like this, because I really liked it. So I think I'll put it just under Quern, because I think I like Quern just like a little bit more, but very much head to head. So, welcome back. The reason Dispatch is down there, I have multiple issues with Dispatch. The fact that it became really popular is one of them, because I think it expands on this. I didn't like the writing in Dispatch at all. I felt like the story wasn't told well. There were many moments that were like too easily guessable. There were too many moments that I felt like weren't like written correctly. One big example was I went for blonde blazer, and they clearly wanted the player to go for the other girl that I forgot the name of. And that's an issue, because then they were like, oh, we give you two big options that's going to really impact your entire game, but we're going to act as if only one of them is actually going to be written for. And I think that's a big issue. And also, the thing that made me go all the way down rather than just, it's not for me, is the fact that they very blatantly stole character designs. Like, it's not a reference. Like, taking Vi from Arcane, changing 2 colors, making her straight, and a sexual assaulter is not okay. I forgot her name, but like the big demon girl that's all red. That's just a mix of like Karlach and a few other characters, but hyper-sexualized. I had so many issues with Dispatched. Out of the entire thing, I had like 2 characters I liked. I mean, I had a bit more. I liked the all-main character. I liked the one Jacksepticeye voiced, and I liked the like kind of rogue girl that had like her knife and was an assassin. I really liked her. But yeah, like pretty much every time I was playing, I was so excited for it because I was so overhyped from the game, and the gameplay of it is really fun, and the way it's told and stuff is very fun. But at the heart of it, it's a story-led game with a bit of gameplay. It's not like a gameplay-heavy game with a little bit of story. So if the story's bad, the game is bad. And so I kept being pissed off at the game for a bunch of stuff. If you watch my VODs on it, I think legitimately multiple times where I go into length about why some parts of the game are bad. Because like I play through it and I'm like, this was so bad, and then I just go on. So like, if it had just been like, okay, the writing's not the best and whatever, that would have been fine. But the fact that that's that, plus the character designs being stolen and all that, I'm just not okay with me. And there's no excuse. You can't be lazy on the character designs and the art of the game, on the writing. Like, you gotta choose a horse and like actually work on the other one. So yeah, that's my opinion on it, sadly. Okay. So then, Portal and Portal 2 are games that I replayed on stream, that I had already played on my own when I was like 13, 14 years old. So I already knew the games. This was not a discovery. Now the issue is, where do I put them in good game? That's the problem. Because I love both a lot. Portal 2 is better than Portal 1, I think. But Portal 1 is still like an incredible game that I loved with my entire heart, and that is so special to me. So that's very hard. Maybe here and here. Yeah, no, because overall, personally, I would play Final Fantasy over playing Portal, even though I love Portal. Yeah, I feel like that works. I don't know. Because I really love Ghost Trick. I don't want to put it under Portal. Yeah, but it is kind of... Yeah, okay. Like this, that works. Like this, that works. Okay. I don't have a single bad thing to say about Portal and Portal 2. Incredible games. Still to this day, haven't aged badly. Like, maybe my only issue is like the fatphobic jokes, but even then they play on them quite a few times. In a way that works quite well. Yeah, I just love those games a lot, and they have a very, very special place in my heart, being one of the only video games that I played that were not like a DS kind of video game or phone kind of thing for a very, very long time. Then Escape Academy. We haven't finished Escape Academy yet, but I had seen Let's Plays before, so I kind of know how it ends. And I was playing with Juno Gasket, which was lovely, and very excited to play more with him whenever he'll have the time. So I think honestly, like, chill in a positive way, like over here. I think that works. Like, it's really nice. It's not like the best puzzle games. The best part is obviously playing with friends, but you know. Oh, the search. Oh, we're bad. We're back on it. Talking about games that made me that made me lose my brain. The search is so bad. The search is so bad. I've said it when I played it. I do believe that game was made as like more of like a let's me show you how good I am at 3D modeling and making 3D in a game, kind of like a portfolio game more than an actual video game meant to be like played, if that makes sense. The subtext of it all was so bad. The subtext was just like constantly pompous elitist bullshit, which personally pisses me off. It pisses me off even more as someone that used to be an art student, because I saw a lot of things that I knew from that era, and pissed me off even more. And also all of the silly little things that like you want to be so specific and so like pompous about all this, but also you can't like do basic color theory like this. Or like a little bit of realism in the way that like things were done in the game. So I did really not like the game. It will go here for sure. Discolored. Discolored was made by the same person that did the search, but Discolored was a lot better. Discolored did make me motion sick, but that's fine. This is a profound statement of Davis, like 100%. Gave me a great clip for the best of. But like, you can see, like, the thing that's insane is that in that clip, you can really see me already be pissed off from the start of it and just annoyed, and then like click what the character just said and lose it. And it's like, I'm not losing it because it's funny. I'm losing it because I'm so tired. And you can really tell that like I don't have any friends anymore. I don't have anything anymore. I'm just like losing it, and I just want to be done with this bullshit. God. But yeah, Discolored, you can tell that the guy actually tried this time to make a puzzle game and make something interesting, and actually like got rid of the voice, of the background voice, which was a great thing. The whole like spy thing was quite fun. The ambiance is really good in the game. It's not like my favorite puzzle game I've played this year, but like it is quite good. I did really enjoy it. And like I said, my main issue was it was making me sick, which is not the game's fault. I just have very bad motion sickness. So it's literally no one's fault but mine. So probably... yeah, over here seems fine. That's good. Then we have Mist Rhyme Age. I put it in because I played it this year, technically. I'm not going to judge Mist as an entire game because I've already played the entire game last year and I've already judged that. So just the Rhyme Age. I kind of want to I haven't played it that long ago, but you know. Up. Fuck. Here. That one. It did take me like 2 sessions to do the game. Oh yeah, that was... Yeah. I think the whole like... Well, first of all, it takes me by my feelings because I love the snow and I love like wintry things. So obviously I'm going to be very attracted to that. Also, I did really like the whole color stuff. Once I understood the whole color thing and the whole like... and I found like the right rooms and stuff, I did have a really good time getting like all the different books with like the color and the different frequencies is the word I was looking for. And the frequencies and stuff, I did really enjoy it. So I'd probably put it... I'm scared about putting anything over Celeste, but yeah. I did have a really good time. It was really fun. Actually, maybe even here. Did I like it more than The Room? It's kind of weird to... Honestly, it's kind of weird to actually put it anywhere because it's like just this age and not an entire game. So it feels weird to like compare it to other games in a way. Okay. Put it here. Because I feel like those three kind of go together in a way because they're all like little shorter games. Like 2 of them just being shorter games and 1 of them just being like a chunk of the game. And it was my favorite out of those 3, so okay. Portal Reloaded. So, I did like Portal Reloaded. I think it was fun. The storyline and stuff is quite fun. Some of the puzzles are really fucking hard, some are really easy. My main issue with Portal Reloaded, though, is the fact that during one specific room, it doesn't respect its own rules anymore. And I think that's not cool. That players like kind of have to, like, you make very clear the rules of the game. You make very clear what you can and cannot do, to the point where when you do it, there's a narrator telling you not to do it, telling you, hey, you can't do that. But then one room you're like, actually you can now. Like, you're just making it impossible for people to actually do the room, which I think is not cool. So overall, I think I'd put it like at the front of chill here. Okay. Then Unheard. Okay. I really like the principle of Unheard, which it's a puzzle game in which you are solving cases, murder cases, through sound only. And so you have to go through different rooms and follow different characters where they go to be able to hear what they're saying, and then from that deduct who's who did what, who killed who, and you have like a series of questions that you need to answer to be able to solve the cases. On paper, that's a really, really cool like game idea, and overall it's a really cool game idea. The issue is, depending on when you are in the room, where you are in the room, some corners, even though you're like straight in front of the character you're trying to listen to, some corners are just like get no sound. And I think that's something that should have been like a lot more worked on a game where that's literally the entire gameplay. Is going around listening to people. So you can't like make it that I have to stand in a very specific corner so I can actually hear what those people are saying. Like, you can't, like, that's not working. And apart from that, I did have a bit of an issue with some of the psychophobia in the ableism in the game. It is a Chinese team, which makes sense in a way, but still it's not cool. And also there were some solutions to some of the questions that didn't like, are kind of almost unguessable to a point where it's like kind of silly. So I probably put it at like the end of chill, or here. Yeah, I felt like that works because I did like the game, but I just wished it was so much better, if that makes sense. Screaming outside. Chance of Sonar. So we haven't finished Chance of Sonar yet. We're like probably going to do the last session next week, I'm guessing. I would guess maybe one or maybe two more, but probably not a lot more. I love Chance of Sonar so much. I think it's a really wonderful game. I think the art, like just the visuals of it are absolutely gorgeous. So, summary of Chance of Sonar. It's a game in which you are a character going through different societies. I mean, it's one big society, but it's different classes of that society. And you are learning everyone's language, and so you are learning the issues of each of those parts of that society, and helping them reunite in a way through learning their language, learning what's happening, and helping them communicate better. I think the whole Tower of Babel kind of storyline that it has, it's very well made. Like, the storyline is really good. The art is absolutely gorgeous. The game has very easy, like, way to be played, and it works really well. My only issues I've had is, like, with some of the maybe, like, action parts, I feel like some maybe segments were a bit hard to understand what you were supposed to do. And there were a few like puzzles that were a bit I was like, that's maybe, I don't know if that's very guessable. Like, but it depends also on the order that you do stuff. I feel like. So it really depends. So I will put it over here for sure. But yeah, at the end, at the total end of God Game, because I did really, really love it. I just have like minor criticisms here and there, which I feel like it's normal. Now, Gravitas. I did have a lot of fun playing Gravitas. It's a nice little short game, short and sweet. Even had the time to do all the achievements. There were just, I think, like 1 or 2 things that like bugged me in the game. There were like just 1 or 2 rooms, I think, that like really bugged me during the game. It's clearly, it's very clearly like a Portal inspired game. I mean, that was me trying to get. That doesn't count. That was me fucking with the game. But yeah, overall, I think there was just like one or 2 rooms where I needed to look for help because I legitimately could not guess. But there were never solutions where I was like, it makes no sense. There were solutions that made sense, but I felt were hard to find. But I did have a really good time playing it. I would probably put it... let's see, probably here. Maybe. It's like short and sweet kind of thing. It's kind of hard. Those 3, I'm having a hard time like choosing which goes where. And then we have Cyberpunk. So it's kind of hard to put Cyberpunk in this for the simple reason that I haven't finished the game yet. But from the parts that I've played so far, I think it's a very beautiful game. I can tell a few issues I have with the storyline a bit yet. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the fact that it gives you like 3 options at the start of the game, and in the end it doesn't really matter that much. Like, it matters in terms of like stats, but you don't actually get like a different experience that much depending on which start you choose. And it's kind of very obvious. You get thrown, it's like, now you're a bounty hunter. It's like, okay, cool. Why did you ask me even then? Like, something at a la Disco would have worked, I think, a bit better. With like asking you more in terms of stats what you wanted than like in terms of storyline. Because I feel like that's a bit like... not really like... Fuck, what's the term I'm looking for? Not fake advertisement, but a bit, you know? Other than that, I do enjoy the game so far. It's a bit just like pure action, which I'm not, as you can tell from the list of games I've played, not that used to. I mostly play shit that are just like puzzles. So it's kind of weird for me to play something like that. It's probably the first game like that I've ever played, to be perfectly honest. I do enjoy how personalizable characters are. I do enjoy... I don't know about the story so far. I feel like some stuff are a bit too cliche. Some stuff are like... The whole thing with Cyberpunk is that a lot of it is Orientalism in a way. Cyber Orientalism into like aesthetics and all of it. And so I'm kind of like looking at it, trying to see where it goes, trying to get how it kind of ripples in a way. If it's more in a like, okay, the world went that way because of this and that works, or if it's just American weebs that went, robots are cool if they have Japanese influences. Because the whole thing with Cyberpunk as well is that now we have the anime, so we have also like a bit more of an earnest view from that. And it's obviously also inspired by Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that, which obviously, you know, that's the source. So I don't know yet. I don't think I'm like in it enough to really talk on that yet. But it is things I have on my mind. Playing wise though, it is quite fun. It is like, since I'm like in the middle like playing level. It's quite permissive, like it kind of lets me just go and shoot people without really needing to do much, which I enjoy. I'm not good at combat, I'm not good at stuff like that, so I do enjoy when it just kind of lets me do whatever the fuck, you know? So I will put it, so far, and that might change later, probably here, yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like that's fair. So we have the full playlist, the full tier list. So, in God Game we have Final Fantasy XIV, Portal 2, Portal, Ghost Trick, and Chant of Sennaar. In what a good time I had playing this game. Am I glad I have a Twitch channel? We have Quern and Dying Thoughts, The Room Old Sin, The Room 2, Lovebite.exe, Garlic Phone, Mist Rhyme Age, Gravitas, The Looker, and The Room. In Chill in a Positive Way, we have Date Everything, Celeste, Cyberpunk, Discolored, and Escape Academy. In Chill, we have Portal Reloaded, The Room 3, Escape Simulator, and Amnesia Memories. In Chill in a Negative Way, we have Unheard, Mystery Exile, and All Well Ignorance is Strength. And in I Wish Physical Media still existed so I could break the CD in 1,000 pieces, Dispatch, The Search, and Firmament. So overall, we very heavily mostly played games I enjoyed. So that I think is very positive. We mostly did good games this year. So I'm very happy, hopefully even more good games next year. I will export this and put it on the Discord, of course, so that you can I don't know, do whatever you want with it. I'm not your parent.